Pitcher number 15, Ben Orville. And that's for the Burnsville Cobras. And now let's meet the post 22 Hardhats. Third baseman number 10, Aiden Roberts. Center fielder number 19, Lars Kiefer. Second baseman number 18, Wyatt Reader. Outfielder number 22, Chase Morgan. First baseman number 25, Dexter Steve. Right fielder number 23, Carter Johnson. Passing designated hitter, number 29, McCoy Rippendrop. Pitcher, number 21, Josh Elder. Shortstop, number 12, Dawson Inhofer. Pitching, number 13, Ryan Neubauer. And the rest of the post 22 Hardhats, now let's play baseball.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we're here in Victoria, Minnesota, ready to play the second game of the doubleheader today. Earlier, they took on the Lakeview South in a big 17-1 victory. So this is the fourth total game for the Hardhats, as they have one more tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time against Bellevue East from Nebraska. So defensively here for the Hardhats, in left field will be number 22, Jace Morgan. In center field is number 19, Lars Kiefer. In right field, number 23, Carter Johnson. From third all the way to first, Aiden A.R. Roberts at third, with Dawson Inhofer at shortstop. At second base, Wyatt Reader. At first base, Dexter Steen. Behind home plate today, number 21, Josh Elder. And on the mound, number 13, Ryan Negebauer. So those are the men for the Cobras, as they have Luke Dam. Batting second is the shortstop, John Santelman. Batting third, playing first, is number 5, A.J. Galvin. Batting fourth, and the pitcher, number 11, Luke McHugh. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 23, Colin Heckman. Batting sixth and playing third, number 8, Maverick Eastman. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 6, Adam Reese. Batting eighth and playing right field is number 14, Luke Tessa, and the ninth batter is the catcher, Ben Wolfel. So that's what the lineup looks like for Burnsville. Hardhats here. On the mound, Ryan Negebauer this year, 39.2 innings pitched. He has a 4-1 record. He has 55 strikeouts. He has walked 25 batters. He has a 2.294 ERA and 1.336 whip for Ryan Negebauer. We saw Declan Mickley pitch in the last game, throw 6 strikeouts. We also saw Brody Thompson be the catcher for the Hardhats. So there's not been a lot of changes in the Kane McLeod, who was the DH in the last game. And then in a few at-bats later, McCoy Rippendrop came in, and that's where the big stop will be in this game, is at the DH position. Ryan Negebauer will throw some pitches here. Post 18 U team lost their first game today, as they have another game too happening right now over in Shakopee. So Josh Elder, who played in the first game of the doubleheader last night, that game was against Renner. So now each catcher will have 2 games here in this 2-day frame, as this is day 2 of the Gopher Classic. So here comes Luke Dam, the second baseman. He'll be the first batter for the Burnsville Cobras, as they all meet up here with Ryan Negebauer on the mound. All of them salute each other with the click of the hard hat or the lift of it to all 3 of those outfielders. So Negebauer, the right-hander, so here comes Dam. He will step in a righty batter first. And Negebauer here with the first pitch of the game, as the Hardhats are the home team here. Negebauer getting his call sign here quickly from Josh Elder. Here comes the first pitch, delivered off the right arm. This one is going to come in down low. We're underway for game 2 of the doubleheader. Negebauer's throw just coming a little low. That's going to be for ball 1. Negebauer takes the step here off the mound. This next pitch swung on a miss for strike 1. So first strike of the day for Ryan Negebauer and a 1-1 count here for Luke Dam. Negebauer giving the nod here to Elder, lifts the leg, pitch comes. This one just traveled a little bit outside for ball 2. Negebauer trying to throw something there where he could chase after it in the outside corner. The 2-1 pitch, this is swung on, got a piece of it there on the foul ball, hits the netting and flops right back down. So a 2-2 count here to Dan, the leadoff hitter. Negebauer, he waits here for the home plate umpire to say it's all right, and now he gives him the thumbs up. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Ryan Negebauer, and this one is just going to go on the outside and the other batter's box for ball 3. So we see the first full count of the day, the first hitter of the game. So the 3-2 pitch from the right arm here of Negebauer. This one is going to be down low. And a leadoff walk is going to happen here to Luke Dam. That is just the 26th walk allowed on the year for Ryan Negebauer. And here comes John Santelman, the shortstop. In the last game, we saw the Hardhats, their first 3 batters got walked, and they went all the way from Wentel. Doing the walk with Dam on first. Here's the Cobras shortstop here at bat. Negebauer's first pitch. This one comes down low and outside. A little battle with Dam on that last at-bat, going all the way to 3-2. Showing him that it's not going to be an easy test today with him on the mound. So he takes a look over on first. Dexterstein has that right hand up, and now Negebauer is going to go that direction. But the pickoff is in safe. So Ryan Negebauer here is only throwing 1 pitch here on this at-bat, and that was for a ball, which came in down low into the lefty's batter's box for the right-handed hitter. Ryan Negebauer looking in the corner of his eye. Here comes this next pitch, as this is going to be in for strike 1. So Negebauer finds the strike after the first pitch, found for a ball. So 1-1. Ryan Negebauer placing that right foot here on the bump. So he gets settled on in. Takes a peek over to the left side of him to the runner on first there, Luke Dam. Negebauer here, the 1-1 pitch. Comes from the right arm. Runner takes off the second. Elder the launch. This one is just a little over the head of Reader. So a stolen base is going to happen there. And also that was taken for ball 2. Elder almost a little bit too much there on that throw. Kind of over the head of White. Reader had to jump up a little bit. Didn't get it all the way in the glove, and it kind of fell into shallow center field where the runner thought about taking off to third, but he held back when Kiefer was starting to gain up on that ball. So the 2-1 releases this pitch from the mound. This one is again coming in down low, so that's for ball 3. So he's faced 2 of the batters out of the game. Negebauer just trying to find where he wants to place the feed. He turns and looks here down the middle. Josh Elder gives him what pitch he wants on his last at-bat, and so will Santelman. On deck for the Burnsville Cobras is their first baseman, number 5, A.J. Galvin. So Negebauer here with the new ball following the foul ball. 3-2 with the runner on second. Second batter here in the game. Negebauer with Inhofer walking back. This is swung on and miss for strike 3. That is the first out of the game, and Ryan Negebauer gets his 56th strikeout. So that's 1 away, but the runner still holding on a second there. Here comes the first baseman, number 5, A.J. Galvin. So Galvin will over to the third baseman, Roberts. And Roberts just got the tag there in time, so that's just going to be a fielder's choice with Galvin going on to first base. So here comes Luke McHugh, also pitching here in this game, the big lefty hitter here. Ryan Negebauer now with the 2 outs. Still has to worry about a runner on first. That is A.J. Galvin. Negebauer, the righty here, looking in the corner of his eye to the side. Here comes this first pitch. This is swung on. This is going to stay fair. A ground ball takes a leap. This one to Roberts. The cross over the pond. Start this game. They had a leadoff walk to Luke Dam. And then he also had a stolen base, so he was on second early on. Then Sanselman struck out to Ryan Egelert after his 56th strikeouts of the season. And then we saw the AJ Galvin ground ball, which was scooped up by Dawson Inhofer, and he tosses it across to Aiden Roberts. He gets the tag to get Aiden out, and then Galvin was on first there. And then Luke McHugh with the ground out to Aiden Roberts on third. Making his way onto the mound is Luke McHugh, number 11. We'll go through quickly defensively for the Burnsville Cobras. In left field, number 6, Adam Breesy. In center field is number 23, Colin Heckman. In right field, number 14, Luke Tassa. From third to first, the third baseman is number 8, Maverick Easton. At shortstop is number 7, John Sankelman. At second base is number 2, Luke Dan. And at first base is number 5, AJ Galvin. And behind the mound is number 15, Ben Wolfel. Luke McHugh on the mound. But what I'm told is the number 1 pitcher in Minnesota. This is going to be a good test here for the Hardhats. They have put pure domination here in this Wilford Classic already in the last few games that they've had. So you have 9 runs in the first game, they followed with 11, and they get 17 in the last game. So all it's doing right now is just keeps on going up and up for the run total for the Hardhats. They can continue that here today. They have always scored a run here in this tournament. In the first inning, they scored 4 against Renner. They scored 3 against team last night. I don't remember. I'll remember here in a second. 5 in the first inning here, but that's like you said. It's down. It's hot here. Humid. So here's the final word. Here comes Aiden Roberts.
I wondered why you were in
AR, as they call him. He's one of the Hardhats' top players in hitting and fielding. He made an incredible line drive catch earlier today, so first pitch here, this one is going to be in for a strike. So we'll start off of 0-1. Aiden Roberts and this Hardhats team, I mean, they played 1 game earlier today, so they might be a little bit tired here, but they're still going to play. The throw over to first. Galvin makes the catch, 1 away. Roberts goes down. Just trying to get down the bunt. And usually we see Aiden Roberts speed that one out there, and McHugh just tosses one quickly over to AJ Galvin. So here comes Lars Kiefer, the Hardhats center fielder, just the second batter in the lineup. First pitch that he sees, this one is going to go on the outside, also punched out of the way there from the catcher Ben Wolfel for ball 1. In the last game, the Hardhats faced 3 left-handed pitchers and then 1 righty at the end. This one is swung on here by Kiefer. This is a high pop-up into right field, and it'll be caught here by Luke Tassa for the second out. So the pop fly just on the second pitch. Then Lars Kiefer here comes Wyatt Reeder. And Wyatt Reeder, the most dangerous hitter here on the Hardhats for hitting. We've got 95 hits this year. So both Roberts and Kiefer, the first 2 hitters, are gone. Here comes the first pitch to Reeder as he's let this one drop in through for strike 1. McHugh puts one there down the middle. Hardhats still trying to find their first hit here of the game. McHugh, the quick setup, the next pitch comes. Reeder gets contact with it, hits the top of the fence. So foul ball results to an 0-2 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. We're still tied at 0-0. Reeder checking up here before he enters the batter's box again. McHugh gives a nod here to his catcher. Here comes the pitch. This one is inside. Reeder hammers a ground ball. It's a fast one. That's going to sneak into shallow right field. And that is the first base hit of the game for the Hardhats, and it's from the Wyatt Reeder single.
Chase.
As that one gets by AJ Galvin, the first baseman, and Luke Dan, the second. So here comes Jace Morgan playing left field, batting fourth, the cleanup hitter. So McHugh looking up and down, making sure he's got Reeder in the corner of his eye. Both Reeder and Morgan had 2 stolen bases in the last game. The first pitch here that Morgan will see is going to go down low and into ball 1. McHugh here with the lean, with the ball behind his back. He takes a lunge on over to look at first. Galvin ready in the upright position. Here comes this next pitch. Morgan, a hard hit ball over the head. Shortstop into left center. Reader rounding second. He's going to go into third. And a single there for Jace Morgan. That's back-to-back hits for Reader and Morgan. It puts runners on the corners. This is the second pitch that Jace Morgan sees here. Now here comes Dexter Steen with a pair of walks in the last game. He steps in here to the batter's box. 3 lefties in a row, and Reader, Morgan, and Steen. So now McHugh has a runner behind him and a runner in front of him on first and third. Here comes his first pitch here to Dexter Steen. Takes a good one on this one. This is in foul territory on the left side, but this one is out into the bullpen towards the Cobras dugout. So an 0-1 start here. Steen. Wyatt Reader also getting in for a lot of runs. Jace Morgan, the runner on first, putting up 3 in the last game. It was a big game for him. Here on the 0-1 pitch, this one is just going to drop in. Steen stands flat-footed, won't take the swing there for strike 2. So the 0-2 count here with 2 outs in the first inning with runners on the corners. McHugh gets his call from Wolfel, the catcher. Morgan is going to be in a little bit of a rundown. They also have to worry about what Reader is going to do. So they throw it back here to second, and they're going to get Morgan out. So the Hardhats caught in the pickle, and they will pay for it. That will do it for the first inning. We go to the second inning. So they will still resume at Dexter Steen's at-bats as Morgan just tried to take off from second just a bit early before the pitch was released. So they had him in a little bit of a gun down. Same thing with Wyatt Reader. Reader kind of didn't yell on the brakes the entire time. And then they threw it over to second base. And that was the shortstop who was covering in Santelman who got thrown out in that first inning. But it started off with Roberts and Kiefer both retiring in the back-to-back singles for Wyatt Reader and Jace Morgan. So that got the things kind of rolling here. The next 3 due up for the Burnsville Cobras are going to be the 5th batter, the center fielder number 23, Colin Heckman, followed by the 3rd baseman number 8, Maverick Eastman, and the left fielder number 6, Adam Greasy. So those are the 3 next hitters for Burnsville. They went through 4. They had Luke Dan, that leadoff Wanselman, AJ Galvin, that fielder's choice, and then Luke McHugh, the ground out to Ada Roberts, who closed out the top of the first inning. We'll see what they do here in the second. They've been very successful in every inning here in this Gopher Classic. And here comes the center fielder in Heckman, batting 5th in the lineup. They'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Cobras.
Colin Heckman.
As Ryan Negebauer is going to give us a good inning here. So his first pitch to start off from the righty. He takes the step here and lunges off the mound. This one is just almost going to go Josh Hill. That would have gone through the, in hockey terms, for goalie, the 5-hole. He gets the glove there just in time. The 1-0 pitch here from Negebauer. This is swung. This one into center field. Keeper was just a little behind it, but this is going to drop. So that's the first base hit of the game for Burnsville. That one goes to the center fielder, and Heckman, who hits that one into center field. That gets drawn with the runner on first in back-to-back innings early on. Here comes Maverick Eastman, so he will step in as Ryan Negebauer shakes up the arms a little bit here, trying to get a little bit more loose. Negebauer making his first appearance here in this Gopher Classic. Pitchers were Moreno, Fredrickson, and Mickley so far in those last 3 games. Johnson also pitched at the end of the last game. The first one here, he gets a piece of it on the foul tip, and this one just dribbling on over here towards the fence. So this will be an 0-1 start for Eastman, as they're having Skylar Montgomery come out of the dugout and get this foul ball out of the way so that they can resume play. So Ryan Negebauer here with the slow turn into the middle, where Josh Eller will give him this next time. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit here. A little hot though, but it feels nice for some of these players. Here comes this next pitch. This one is outside, and Eller quickly slides on over the way as he's wearing number 24 here in these blue jerseys. So a ball and a strike apiece here after the leadoff hitter singled. Knee down, 1 knee up, and save there for Heckman. So Negebauer still facing off here with a 1-1 count. Negebauer another peek across here to first after that. The tag from Steen got their little laser throw there from Negebauer in the quick arm from Dexter Steen to get that tag. So 1-1. Negebauer there, a little movement from his left leg. He extends off the mound. This is swung a ground ball right to the second baseman and Wyatt Reeder. The quick toss to Inhofer to second. The throw to first. It will not be in time. So another fielder's choice. And that gets the first. And that sends Heckman away. And here comes Adam Breesy, the left fielder. So the Hardhats, that's the second time that has happened today, the fielder's choice, the throw over to second. But we saw that when Galvin got it, Inhofer played that ground ball and he threw it on a crossover to Roberts on third. First pitch that comes in here is going to go down low. That's going to be for ball one. So 1-0 start off as for Burnsville. This is the 7th batter in their lineup. Negebauer, another quick peek across to the first base. Straight-legged, looking ahead of Aiden Roberts, his fellow teammate at third base. Negebauer, the next pitch comes. This one is up high, ball 2. So 2 pitches in here to this at-bat and a 2-0 start off. We saw Ryan Negebauer give up a leadoff walk in that first inning. He got help a little bit from his infielders. Then he struck out Sanselman just on the second batter he faced in the first inning and in the game. So here comes a 2-0 pitch. Negebauer, this is swung. This one is up and over the fence for a foul ball and out of place. So 2-1 now is the count. Foul balls haven't happened here in the last few games. There's a lot of those in Pueblo, Colorado. Runner holding his left arm out close to first base to make the slide. Here comes this next pitch. This one is in down low. That's for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the second. Ryan Negebauer on the mound with Adam Breesy at bat, and the runner on first being Maverick Eastman. So Negebauer ready to dish off the 3-1 pitch. He deals. This one is in. No, it's going to be for ball 4. It's only going to be in for strike 2. So runners on first and second. We'll see a mound visit here from Coach Kindred. That's just the second walkout of the day from Ryan Negebauer. We didn't see a lot of these in the last game. There was no need for the Hardhats to come out and have a talk with Declan Mickley, as he was pretty much perfect. We saw some mound visits for the other team. I also cannot remember their name right now, but I will somehow remember it here in the next few seconds, I bet you. Even when you're in Minnesota, you start talking like a Minnesotan, you betcha, and start saying hey all the time. So, Negebauer following the mound visit. So he and Kindred had a nice talk on the mound. This is Luke Tassa, the right fielder. Negebauer takes a peek over the runner on second. There's really no need to worry about the runner on first. Steen, who is off the bag. This first pitch here on this at-bat is going to be for an 0-1. So maybe this will be a good response here to the mound visit. Ryan Negebauer and Coach Nick Kindred, who is the pitching coordinator for the Hardhats. He was a pitcher in college as well, and throughout high school. Grew up in Texas. And Negebauer, the pickoff to first. This one again was a little bit down in the dirt. Steen had to make sure his chest was behind that one to make that bounce up there. He might be watching some video skills of me playing hockey. So 0-1 with 1 away on that recent pickoff attempt on first. Just almost got away. Runner in safe there from Breesy. Negebauer straight-legged on the mound, looking here for his next pitch. This is swung on and missed for strike 2. So maybe whatever Coach Kindred said may have kick-started something here for Ryan Negebauer, as he has been doing some really good here. 0-2, this is the pitch. This one down low for ball 1. That one just a little bit low. It's all right if you're on 0-2 count. Give something there to test the waters with, and if they chase, that's good. If not, oh well. Negebauer checking here the base runners on first and second. 1-2 the count. Righty releases. This is hit. This one is on the line. This is going into right field. It's going to drop, and they're going to hold all the runners there on the bases. So bases come loaded with the single that just went into shallow right field for Luke Tassa. That's just the second base hit of the game for Burnsville. Here comes the number 9 hitter and the catcher, number 15, Ben Wolfel. Right field, that was Carter Johnson who threw that one in to Josh Elder to make sure that if the third runner on third and Maverick Eastman was just going to take off, that they had it all under control. So with bases loaded with one out, here comes the number 9 hitter and Wolfel, the catcher. Megabauer, the first pitch that he gives to him, he will swing on and miss for strike one. So nice start there. And that hit was just a little bit lucky. If that had a little bit more room, it wasn't so shallow, Carter Johnson, the right fielder, could have gotten her just in time. Second pitch there to Megabauer, swung on and missed for strike two. So 2 swings and he misses. The last 2 pitches, Megabauer ready to deal his third. With bases loaded with one out, lifts the leg, pitch comes up high, swung on and missed. First strike 3, and that's going to be the second out here in the inning, and that's the second strikeout of the game for Ryan Megabauer. So now we go back to the top of the order here for the Burnsville Cobras. This is Luke Dam, who had that leadoff walk, and he also had a stolen base onto first. Or to second. Here comes his first pitch. This one is just a little low. Table for ball.
Good pitch.
We've seen a lot of those ones trying to get him a little lower. And that last one too, a little bit of a low pitch. Got Wolfel swinging up high. So here comes the 1-0. Still with 2 balls, 1 strike. Ryan Egg here at the batter's box from Luke Dam. So he, following his timeout in the box, here comes the setup from the pitch. This is going to be swung on. This one over the head of Wolfel from the shortstop. 1 run comes in, runner around in third, and that's going to be 2 runs in scored for Burnsville. So they have an early 2-out lead. That's a 2 RBI single for Luke Dam, who is facing on the 2-1 count there.
Number 7, John Sandelman.
This is the first, well, not the first time the Hardhats have trailed here in this tournament. They were down 1-0 in the first inning to Renner yesterday in game 1 of this tournament. So now up next here is John Santelman, who struck out his first at-bat. Think about his first pitch that he will give to him. This is hit. This one over the head of shortstop Inhofer again. They're going to keep a runner going here from third. Here comes the throw with Elder. They bring another run in Galvin. And a fielder's choice on his first time up. So there's still 2 outs here in the inning. Hardhats are just trying to find that third and final one to go into the bottom of the second and make their comeback go. So Galvin, the first baseman, is up. Runners on first and second. Megabauer here, ready for his next pitch. He lifts the leg, kicks and deals. This pitch is in for a start. Ryan Megabauer, Josh Elder, waiting for Coach Kindred in the dugout to give him the call. He forwards it here to Ryan Megabauer. He shakes off the first one. We have another timeout here from John Santelman in the box as he went to go redo his ankle brace. So the 0-1 startup. Here comes the next pitch. This is inside. He took the swing on it. That one was really close in the barrel. In tight, near the hands for the foul ball. So 0-2 with 2 outs. Ryan Megabauer. We'll see if he pulls out the Chinese mustard here on this next pitch. Looks down the middle. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. The pitch comes. Swung on and missed. And he did indeed put the Chinese mustard on. Extra so. After the top of the second inning, Hardhats are finding themselves trailing 3-0 here in this game, but this is not the first time they have been behind, as they were down 1-0 in the Renner game yesterday. So that is the 3rd strikeout for Ryan Megabauer through 2 innings of play. 22 Hardhats are going to be resumed his at-bat following the attempt to steal second from Jace Morgan, and then Carter Johnson after Steen, and after Johnson, it's the DH McCoy Rippentrop. So that's what it looks like. Back on the mound is Luke McHugh, as there was he went to go place a bunt, and McHugh ran over, picked it up, threw it over to Galvin at first, got him out. We had a pop fly from Keeper in the right field, and then Reeder and Morgan both singling back-to-back times indeed. And then they kind of got caught in a pickle. So Steen will come in here to resume his at-bat. mentioned when he first came up in the last inning, he leads the team in walks with 32 on the season. And the reason why is he plays so in front of the plate, he's aggressive, and he makes himself vulnerable to getting pitches hit or inside or outside. Excuse me. Before he starts getting a little hoarse. Take a quick sip of water.
Go, Dex. Level swing, bud.
So here comes Steen. McHugh the first pitch, left corner. It's going to be counted for Steen, who is patient, shows discipline here at the close for ball one. So he swivels here in the mound, getting his feet planted into the lefty's batter's box. A 1-1 pitch for McHugh. This one all the way outside for ball two. So Steen can change up that 0-1 startup. The last two pitches for waiting here McHugh with the quick step. The pitch comes outside again there for ball three. So his wizardry is doing a little something here. Facing one more ball away from a free ticket to first base. Here comes McHugh's pitch. This one is going to drop into the strike zone for strike two. So we see another full count. We saw Luke Dam, the first at-bat of the game, have full count, but we have not seen a Hardhats player go to a 3-2. So McHugh with the finishing touch. This one is going to get outside, and that's going to be a walk for Dexter Steen, something that he knows far too well. So the leadoff hitter getting a walk. And here comes the right fielder, Carter Johnson.
Number 23, Carter Johnson.
So Johnson coming in, he had a pair of RBIs as well in the left. Gives him a sign here with Steen on first. McHugh, his first one here is going to be placed on a bunt. This one is grounded. McHugh, the turn, he doesn't throw it, so it's successful bunt. Johnson, the first pitch that he sees, he's going to single. So that's the third base hit of the game for the Hardhats. And a great way to start off his game. So here comes the DH, McCoy, rip and drop. In a deep hit that was caught in left field. So McHugh now has to worry about not only Steen on second, but Johnson on first, and Ripkentrop also trying to place this bunt. It's going to go foul on that third base line. So he will start off 0-1.
Come on, Rip.
He settles in, back on it again here. Both runners take their lead off of the bases on first and second. McHugh, the lean on in, gives the catcher the nod here in Wolfel. The pitch comes as Ripkentrop just got a piece of it. Also catches the catcher not in the spot he wanted to hit. So they will let him get a quick breather here on a foul tip from McCoy Rippin. To let him regain his breath and give him a quick second.
I'm thinking of Wilson yesterday.
Josh Elder is on deck for the Hardhats. So Ripkentrop facing an 0-2 count here. McHugh looking back again to the base runners. Two fouls. He had tried to go on that bunt on the first one. The last one just getting a piece of it there, trying to throw it over to second, almost right down the middle of the center field. If it wasn't for Santelman, the shortstop, who didn't have that speed to get to it, and a hard throw there from McHugh. So another stare down the middle, an 0-2 count here for Ripkentrop, the Hardhats DH in game two. Here comes the pitch. This is swung on and missed for strike three. So that is the first out here in the inning. A three-pitch strikeout to McCoy Ripkentrop. That's the first of the day for Luke McHugh. Up to bat now is Josh Elder. Hardhats here now to their eighth batter in the lineup. He gets settled on in another lefty hitter. And Santelman. So Elder getting settled on in here, ready for his next pitch. The first one was just counted for as a strike. The 0-1 pitch comes. This one will drop on the outside corner. This is going to be for ball one. So similar spots to the first pitch and the second pitch. The first one was called for a strike, and that last one called for a ball. McHugh likes what Wolfel has to offer. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed. This one is just going to sneak behind Wolfel, so they're going to advance on that one. Steen on the third, Johnson over the second, and Elder with that swing and a miss for strike 2. That one went right through the wickets of Wolfel. It snuck on behind him to the right side. So getting settled on in here. McHugh on the 1-2 count shakes off the first pitch here. On something that they both agree on, they finalize it. Here comes the pitch. This is one hits the pitcher, and they throw it home, and Wolfel the tag to Steen. They get him. So that's going to be the second out. With runners on the corners, Steen, who was on third, came in to try to score, and McHugh took that hit right off his body. And then the shortstop in Santelman gives help to throw to Wolfel on the home plate with the tag there. So the fielder's choice for Josh Elder. Here comes Dawson Inhofer. We are seeing the 9th batter here in the game as they were going to clean off home plate here very quickly. So Johnson on third, and they have a courtesy runner at first. I believe it's Broden Sales. Here comes the first pitch. Inhofer gets a swing, and this one into right center. It's going to drop, so Johnson will come in to score. Hardhats now up. They just trail a little bit here. Now by 2, they get their first of the game. An RBI single for Dawson Inhofer. Johnson had the first hit here of the inning. So now if we go back to the top of the order, this is Aiden Roberts. And this first pitch is going to drop here to the strike for 0-1. So the 0-1 start. Again here with McHugh on the lean on in. Finalizes here with the nod. Looks back to Sales, the courtesy runner on second. The pitch comes. Roberts, a hard hit ground ball picked up by the second baseman. They get the trot over the tag on second base to get Dawson Inhofer out. So the Hardhats, they get one there in that inning. So we go to the third. 3-1 to score in favor of the Burnsville Cobras. That's the second ground out of the day from Aiden Roberts. So it started off with the leadoff walk to resume. Dexter Steen's at bat from the first inning. He had a leadoff walk, then Carter Johnson hit a really good single, placed an excellent bunt, and he beat it out. And then Rippentrop struck out, and then Elder hit off the pitcher, off of McHugh in that chest area, and it bobbled right to the side of him. Then it was the shortstop in Santelman who picked it up, threw it over to home, and Wolfel got the tag on Steen, who was at third to come in to score. And the fielder's choice, and then we saw the RBI single there for Dawson Inhofer to bring in Carter Johnson to get the first win of the game for the Hardhats. So they get it picking up little momentum, little by little here. Big momentum changer here would be go out here quickly with the next 3 batters for the Cobras. It's going to be Luke McHugh, the pitcher, followed by Colin Heckman and Maverick Easton. Those are the 3 next that are up for the visiting team. Ryan Negabauer for 2 strikeouts in the last inning and 3 total on the day. Nothing has got past Josh Elder today, and nothing probably will. We have seen the first game, a lot of them were behind the pitcher, a lot of wild pitches happen. That made a lot of those runs happen in the last game for that 17-1 final score. So here comes Luke McHugh. He had the ground out to Aiden Roberts, and he threw it over to Steen across the pond to finish out that first inning. So we get settled here to start the third. Here comes the first pitch from Ryan Negabauer. This one is just going to go outside here to the lefty hitter. So Negabauer here on the quick setup. This pitch is up high, so 2 pitches in for 2 balls here. Liam McHugh, he's not tested by anything. Negabauer trying to give him something little. This one is going to be fouled up over the left side. Aiden Roberts, third baseman, can give a good hard chance there. But that one was just out of play. So following the foul ball here, it's a 2-1 count. McHugh re-enters the batter's box. taps the helmet. Stance is ready. Here comes Negebauer's pitch. This is swung on and missed for strike 2. Started off 2-0, last 2 pitches for 2 strikes, one of them being the foul ball. So Negebauer here with the step off the mound, pitch comes. This one will travel outside for ball 3. So full count here for Luke McHugh, leadoff hitter in the 3rd inning. Pitching as well. Here comes Negebauer's hit, or pitch. This is going to get hit. It's going to be a foul ball. Bounces right off the inning and back into play. So McHugh will stay alive here on this at-bat. On deck for Burnsville is Colin Heckman, the center fielder. Negebauer here with this hopefully final pitch. This is swung on. It gets another piece of it. So this is going to be a 3-2 still at it. He's made contact with 3 of the pitches here. 3 foul balls, 1 he swung on and missed for 4 strikes. Comes on in, Negebauer straight ahead, shakes off the first one that Elder offered. He likes the second one. Here comes this next pitch, swung on again. Gets a foul tip. So he's just trying to make contact with it little by little. He's just getting a little bit more each time. So that's 4 straight foul balls here from McHugh. So he re-enters the batter's box there with the stance, that right foot on that top right corner and the left foot in the bottom left. Here comes Negebauer's pitch. This one is in down low for ball 4. So leadoff walk. So Liam McHugh on first base. A long-fought, hard battle from pitcher and batter. Here comes Colin Heckman, who had the first base hit of the game for the Cobras back in the 2nd inning. He had the single. So he comes in here to make his 2nd at-bat of the game. Negebauer making sure he's got a good look to the runner on first there, and McHugh. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and away for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. As the batter here looks across to the 3rd baseline to get the call there from his coach as well, the runner on first. Negebauer jumpy on first there is McHugh. He's getting closer to Steen on first as Negebauer was holding on that position. This is popped up and a foul ball. So 1-1 count following the foul ball.
And Burke's like younger brother this morning was like, I got nothing. I've already got it.
So 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs following the leadoff walk to start this 3rd inning. Negebauer here with the pitch. This one is going to not be swung, but it's going to be in for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here are the counts. Negebauer having 3 strikeouts today. Wouldn't mind adding a 4th. Looks over to the runner on first. McHugh with the left arm out, closest to first base in case if he needs to slide in. Here comes the pitch. This one down to the turf. Elder makes a good snag here with the catcher's mitt to get a hold of that. So that one's it for ball 2 as the the batter in Heckman almost turned away. That one was close to getting a piece of him. So 2-2 count. Negebauer, they're still trying to find their first out here in the inning. Here comes the pitch for ball 3. So we see another full count opportunity here. Another good battle to see from both of the batter and the pitcher, Ryan Negebauer, who has really put on a test here for these batters today. It's been fun to watch. So here comes the next, there was going to be a quick timeout call here. Heckman takes 1 final practice swing before taking this next pitch by Ryan Negebauer. 3-2. There was a few consecutive foul balls from McHugh, the runner on first, who eventually got the walk. Kicks and deals here off the mound. Negebauer the pitch. This is swung the ground ball. And Hofer, underhand scoop to Reeder at second to throw to first. They get the double play. 6-4-3. And the Hardhats clear the bases in double play. That's them easily. So here comes Maverick Eastman at a fielder's choice on his first at-bat. hear that term quite a bit here today.
And it says 17 Middleton.
So
17.
Eastman, the third baseman, first pitch that he will face off against, so he's going to swing on it. This is a ground ball, sneaks past Negabower. The throw from Reeder to first is bearing high. So the ground out to Wyatt Reeder, and the toss to Dexter Steen onto first. Gets that one away. So the Hardhats still trailing 3-1 here, entering the bottom of the third inning. We'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back when the Hardhats hit.
Carlos from Burnsville still lead 3-0.
All right, we're back to the Hardhats and Burnsville Cobras. Leadoff hitter here for the Hardhats is going to be number 19, Lars Kiefer, followed by Wyatt Reeder and Chase Morgan. Kiefer coming in the top right to right field on his first at bat of the game. So McHugh, who has not thrown a strikeout today,
Rapid City, number 19,
he's allowed
Lars Kiefer.
3 hits and 4 hits and 1 run against. So Kiefer steps into the batter's box. He's ready to face off here the first pitch. McHugh, the righty, hands this one off. This one was coming in close. He steps away from the batter's box, prevents him from getting hit for ball 1 as he was ready to go place for that bunt. As a third baseman for Burnsville and Eastman taking a little note of that. He's creeping on in. This pitch is going to be swung. This one takes a high bounce as the shortstop bobbles this one. And that will be a single for Lars Kiefer.
Number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
So here comes Wyatt Reeder. He hit the first base hit of the game for both teams, and the first one for the Hardhats. A nice popper into shallow right field. So here comes, ready for the next pitch, following the leadoff single. Kiefer diving into first, as he will be in safe. So Reeder still awaiting here the first pitch that he will see on this second at-bat. McHugh will deliver this one on that top left corner. Reeder also teasing him there for the bunt. They're both holding off here on a 1-0 count. McHugh, the ball behind his back, gives his catcher the nod to peek over to first. McHugh from the mound, the pitch comes. Reeder, a nice low swing. This one hooking left into left field. So he will get another single. He is 2 for 2 today, and that puts Kiefer as well on the second base. Here comes Jace Morgan. He also had a single, and then he got tagged out trying to steal second. A little bit of a rundown. So there's still no outs here in the inning. Morgan, the fourth batter in the lineup in the left field. We also see him from time to time play DH and pitch. He can kind of be the Swiss Army knife. We saw him when Steen was injured playing on first. He's going to place this bunt. This is picked up by the third baseman. The throw across to the first. And they're going to say he's out. So with the sacrifice bunt, Jason moves the runners on to second and third for the first out here in the inning. This pulls in Dexter Steen. Get a leadoff walk in the second inning.
Number 25, Dexter Steen.
In second, all of the infielders are playing in deep here to the grass where it meets the dirt. First pitch Steen sees, he takes a swing on it and misses for strike one. Trying to get something here with all those infielders playing in tight. Steen might maybe change his plans here to go for a swing. He might be able to place that bunt. Kiefer has the speed to come in and score. Here comes McHugh's pitch. This one is inside center spot. Swung on the miss for strike two here for Dexter Steen. So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out following the Jace Morgan sacrifice bunt. So Steen, who re-enters the batter's box. Luke McHugh ready to set up here for his next pitch. It comes, swung on the miss. So a 3-pitch strikeout to Dexter Steen. That will be the second out here in the inning. This is Carter Johnson. He also singled here on his first at-bat. He also has the only run here for the Hardhats in this game so far. Still with Kiefer and Reeder on third and second. He settles on in here into the righty's batter's box. McHugh gives him the nod. Here comes the first pitch. This is swung, popped up high, out of play to the right side. So 0-1. Steen, who was showing aggressiveness on his at-bat. He had 3 swings, but he missed them, but showing that he was going to go for anything that he could. We'll see if this happens here from Carter Johnson. The 0-1. McHugh. Pitch comes. This one is in down low, and Johnson telling Kiefer to hold off there on the third base. That one was passed to the right side there from the catcher in Wolfel. So Johnson facing a 1-ball, 1-strike count. McHugh looking down the middle. Gives Wolfel the nod, the catcher. Here comes the pitch. This one outside for ball 2. Good eye there from Carter Johnson not to chase after that one there. That was taken a little bit outside, too far. 2-1 with 2 outs here. Here comes the pitch. This is swung on a ground ball. This one is picked up by the first baseman, and he scoops it and runs it to first. So the Hardhats, they got runners on bases following Kiefer hitting a single as well as Reeder. Those were back-to-back. And we saw Morgan place the sacrifice bunts to get the first out of the inning. We saw the Dexter Steen strikeout, and then the Carter Johnson ground out here to do the 1-2-3 to end the third inning. We go to the fourth. Hardhats are still well in this game. Just down by 2. That's nothing on base. So Ryan Negodow returns here to the mound. The next 3 hitters for the Cobras will be Adam Breesy, Luke Tassa, and Ben Wolfel. And they only have 1 reserve player, that is number 9, Drew Johnson. So I'm not quite sure how this might work. I'm sure if they did a pitching change, they might roll with someone from the outfield who came in. So that might just be the plan if they can do that. All teams need pitching changes. The Hardhats a lot of momentum in the game here. If strikeouts from Ryan Negodow, they get help with groundouts. Quick, top of the 4th inning here. Could be a very bottom 4th inning for the Hardhats. So here comes the batter in Adam Breesy. He had a walk on his first at-bat.
Number 6, Adam Breesy.
So Breesy will step on in. Negebauer, thing that does help too. If they still trail all the way to the bottom of the 7th, they are the home team, so they will still have one last opportunity to try to come back if we get to that point. It off, hits the fence to the left side. So 0-2, and 2 pitches in here. The inning. Negebauer doesn't like that ball. He's going to throw it back to Josh Eller, so they're just going to switch him out. Could be a stitch that's wrong or just feels funny. So Negebauer, an 0-2 pitch. Comes here from his right arm, Swan on this ground ball. Ian Roberts makes the diving play, gets past him. Inhofer the throw, and that has to pull Dexter Steen off at first base. So Greasy with the single. Ian Roberts just trying to get a diving ground ball pickup there. It gets hit on by him, and then the backup person to him was Doc. And then the throw was just a little bit to the left side there of Dexter Steen, which resulted in coming off the base. Here comes Luke Tassa. The right fielder hit a single on his first at-bat, so Burnsville has started off most of their leadoff guys with walks or base hits. First pitch here to Tassa, this one coming in down low. That one almost going through the legs, but Elder making sure that glove is there to make the stop. 1-0 count.
Here we go.
Negebauer. Here it comes. This one is up high for ball 2. Off. Negebauer looking down the middle, crossing the runner on first. Steen glove up, high and ready to go if the pickoff attempt is there if Negebauer wants it. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and high again for ball 3. So 3-0 count for Luke Tassa. We've seen one mound visit today between Coach Kindred and Ryan Negebauer. So Negebauer takes one last deep breath here before going on the bump. He gets the turn. Stoles back over, looking in front here to the third base. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Negebauer delivers. That one is in for a strike. It was more inside, but it's in for a strike. We'll take it any day. So 3-1, the first one here of the at-bat. Negebauer again taking a little time here to get a little bit more relaxed. The 3-1 pitch. Negebauer hammers it. This one is going to be for ball 4. So puts runners on first and second. Tassa will get a walk. So now this will pull up the number 9 hitter, the catcher, Ben. He had a 3-pitch strikeout on his first at-bat. He's the 9 hitter as well. So Josh Hill, the catcher here, is coming above home plate, giving a sign here to his infielders. It looks like they're going to play a little bit in tight here, as that's what Steen and Roberts are doing, with Inhofer and Reeder playing a little bit back as the second and shortstop. So Negebauer here, the first pitch, and he will throw here, just to the third batter that he will face here in the 4th inning. Gets a look to the both base runners. Steen in front of the runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Steen coming in close. It's going to be a bunt right to him. Steen the pickup. Reeder covering first. The sacrifice bunt on these runners to second and third. A nice recognition there from Dexter Steen. Right as the pitch was going all the way down to pick it up, Reeder went to recover first. Quick throw to get the first out here. We go back to the top of the order. It is Luke Dam, a walk and a 2 RBI single today. Infielder still playing a little bit in tight here. They all to the grass. Negebauer getting ready at the first pitch. This is the third at bat for Dam on the day. He makes the first pitch and the swing and a miss for strike 1. So 0-1. Negebauer again waiting here for Elder to give him the next pitch call. Down the middle look. He gets it. Has an eye on the runner on third. Here comes the pitch. This is swung, popped up in over the fence for foul ball. So that's 0-2. Here's the count.
Fishing kid, here we go.
Ryan Negebauer getting set on ready here. 0-2. First one he swung on and missed. The last one as he fouled it out of play. Here comes Negebauer's pitch. This one is going to be put in the ground on a foul ball. Hits the back of the fence there. So 0-2. Same thing that we saw with McHugh in the last inning. He took the walk, but he was not going to go out without a bang. That's what Dan here is doing. Trying to get any pitch here that Negebauer is going to give him. He's just going to try to make contact with it. So here comes the 0-2. Negebauer pitch comes, swung. This one is put on the line in the center field. And one run comes in a score. So that's his third RBI of the game. now up 4-1. It's back to that 3-run lead that they had
Number 7,
in the second season.
Sandleton.
So coming in to score there is Adam Greasy. Up next to that here is John Santelman, a strikeout and holders. First, Steen the tag and safe. Steen another quick jolt there with the right arm to tag the base runner. Another close call there. So pitch that he's offered. There's only 1 out still here in this 4th inning for the Hardhats. On the sacrifice bunt to Wolfwall, the catcher. Niggabauer, the first pitch comes. The runner takes off the second. Eller to throw. Reeder, who is out in front of the bag, and he throws to third. There's a stolen base there. It was also taken for as a strike for Luke Dam. Stolen base of this game. So that puts runners on second and third here for the Cobras. Niggabauer. The call looks to the runner. Here comes the pitch from Niggabauer. This one will drop, and it's going to be in for strike 2. And Santelman will have a talk there with the home plate umpire about that call. Probably doesn't agree with it. Perfectly dropped in time from Niggabauer's right hand. So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here comes his pitch. This one is going to be for ball 1.
Pitch.
Could have been a 3-pitch strikeout there.
Corner, that kid.
Niggabauer pitching here very strong. So Elder here again with his next call. Looking the runner on third is Niggabauer. Here comes the pitch. This is swung on and missed. First strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. So send Santelman for his second strikeout of the game. This pulls A.J. Galvin a fielder's choice in their strikeouts today.
Let's go, Hardhats. Get him up.
Galvin, the first baseman, with Tassa on third. Dam on second. Here comes the first pitch. This is going to be put in the ground. Inhofer is up to it. He makes the throw over to Steen. Makes the jump and gets that late down to first base. Get the runner out. So that does it for the top of the 4th inning. Hardhats now trailing by 3 as they got 1 run scored in there from the RBI single from Luke Dam, which brought in Adam Greasy. Hardhats here about halfway to go here in this game. Still plenty of time to get this comeback going and start it up. So leadoff hitter is going to be McCoy Rippentrop, the DH, followed by Josh Elder and Dawson Inhofer, as those are the 3-2 up. We'll take another quick short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the bottom of the 4th. Here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Rippentrop is the first hitter. First inning he has some strike. That'll be 1 strike on the day for McKeel on the mound for the Burnsville Cobras. So they will clean off home plate here before 1 pitch will even seen for Rippentrop here on this at-bat. So they get settled on in here. Bottom of the 4th. 4-1 lead for the Cobras over the Hardhats. Here comes the first pitch, and this one is going to be in for a strike. So it's 0-1 start up here. Rippentrop will just shake off that first one, ready here for a second. McKee with the windup, kicks and deals. This one is going to be inside and in for strike 2. So Rippentrop hold off on the first two pitches as they're a little close there to not being strikes. So McHugh here is fixing his shoelace on his right foot. Getting planted here. 4-2 the count. Third pitch here in the inning. McHugh, this one has come, and this one is going to be dropped. And this will be thrown from the catcher over to first base. That's the third ball. Drop strikeout. Puts the first out here in the game, in the inning. Second for Rippentrop. Strikeout on the day. Now this pulls in the catcher, Josh Elder. The other fielder's choice on his first at-bat. McHugh, the first one here to Elder. And this one's going to go outside for ball one. And on that last one, he hit that ball right off of McHugh, right off his chest, and it rolled to the shortstop. They threw it to home to get Dexter Steen out. So this next pitch again, going that same spot, outside corner for ball two. Two balls, no strikes. Eller, the lefty, hitting catcher. Here comes the pitch. This one is an bottom for ball three. So Hardhats having two catchers. Marie Thompson batting right. Josh Elder bats left. So they could kind of use them if they need them in a certain situation. The 3-0 pitch comes. This one is going to be down the middle. Elder thought he was going to get walked there. The umpire says strike one. So Elder, after that first strike here on the AB, here comes the 3-1 pitch. This one is in for strike two. So now he had a 3-0 count. Now it's 3-2. Luke McHugh on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, popped up high, foul ball. Elder will stay here on the 3-2 count. Elder, it's a matter of how hard are you willing to try here for both teams. Here comes this next pitch. This one is way out of control. All the way outside, so Elder will take the walk. Actually, I think we've seen a lot of leadoff walks and a lot of leadoff base hits. So here comes Dawson Inhofer, hitting an RBI single on his first time up, and that brought in Carter Johnson to score for the Hardhats' lone run so far. With Elder on first base, Broden Sales comes in to be a courtesy runner. Here comes the first pitch. This one swung on. It gets a piece of his backside and rolls in fair, but it's just going to be a foul ball. So 0-1 to start off. It actually wouldn't be a leadoff walk because it was a leadoff strikeout to McCoy Rippentrop, and then it was the walk there to Elder. So 0-1 after Inhofer got a piece of it and went on the backside of him and then for a foul ball. McHugh again, here comes the pitch. This one is down to the third. This one gets away from Wolfel, and that one will advance Jordan Sales all the way to second base and take it for ball one there for Dawson Inhofer, the shortstop. 0-1 count, and Blaine Hunt will not be playing in the Gopher Classic as he has a foot injury, as he is looking to return for the games against Sioux Falls that are coming up here in the next few days after the Gopher Classic. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Here comes the next pitch as Inhofer is going to pop this one high up. First baseman in gets under and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Dawson Inhofer just a high pop up there. Go back to the top of the order. Back to Ian Roberts. He has 2 groundouts today, as that is Galvin making the catch there. Pop up. Galvin will look down the middle, giving the nod here to his catcher. Sales still on second. Here comes the pitch. Roberts will take the first one and lets this one drop in for ball one. Roberts re-enters the box here. McHugh hitting the nod. He's got a quick setup. Pitch after pitch. Only takes him a few seconds. Roberts on the second pitch. He sees swings on and misses for strike one. So 1 ball and 1 strike for Aiden Roberts. Every Hardhats player has seen 2 at-bats here in this game so far. Roberts making his third. Here comes the 1-1. Roberts gets a piece of it. This one into right field. The right fielder. This one's going to drop, and it stays fair. So Sales will come to the third. It's now 4-2. Inhofer and Roberts both getting RBI singles here on the game. Here comes Lars Kiefer.
Go, Larsy.
Kiefer, who hit the single in his last at-bat, started off the game with the pop fly into right field. 2 outs here. Roberts with speed on first base. He had a stolen base in the last game, now with a total of 38 on the year. McHugh, pitch comes to Kiefer, gets a swing in this one into center field, underneath the catch. Want to fill it out here. The Hardhats get a little something sparked here to the RBI single from Aiden Roberts, which brought in Broden Sales to score. To cut that lead back in half. Cobras 4, Hardhats 2. Fifth inning. And we will see Ryan Negebauer back on the mound. So quickly through this little break, we'll go through some MLB scores. Post 18U had some fun last night as they went to the Twins game. I got to see Paul Skeens and Joe Ryan, 2 all-star pitchers. So some games that are just happening right now. Seattle Mariners are defeating the Detroit Tigers at a score of 7-1 in the 5th inning. And the Twins and Pirates game going on right now. That one in the bottom of the 6th. Twins are up now 10-2. For the Pirates, the St. Louis Cardinals over the Atlanta Braves 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers and Giants just got started. So the Marlins and Orioles. Some games that have been final. Chicago Cubs defeating the New York Yankees. It's always a good day when the Yankees lose. Up to 5-2 to get their 56th win of the year. The Yankees not been doing so hot here recently. It's also the American League Futures game with the NL National League Futures game. And Astros, Rangers later, Phillies, Padres, D-backs, Angels, and Blue Jays Athletics. So just like that, we're back here into the 5th inning. And the leadoff hitter for Burnsville is going to be McHugh. Ground out in the walk today as A.J. Galvin, who finished out the last game to the ground out to Dawson Inhofer, and then a toss across to Steen on first. McHugh, who also had a leadoff walk in a previous inning. And then Negebauer have had a few dogfights here in this game. Here comes the first pitch he sees, gets a piece of it. He fouls this one up and over the fence and out of play. So Negebauer telling McHugh here, you're going to have to work for it. This next pitch up into the top left for ball 1. So that one just getting a little bit out of control there from Negebauer. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Here comes Negebauer's third pitch of the at-bat. This is Swarmer. He got another piece of it. This is going to go for strike 2 on the foul tip. So the Hardhats and Negebauer will switch the balls out. So they're down by 2. 5th inning of play. The Hardhats have not reached the 7th inning in this tournament at all as they finished that winter game in 6 innings. They finished the game last night in 5 and then finished the game today in 5. This next pitch here to McHugh is going to look outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
6-8.
Negebauer here ready for the next pitch. This one comes up high. That one's for ball 3. So some way and somehow, Liam McHugh finds his way again to a full count. Negebauer is dishing this one off. Swung on and miss for strike 3. And Negebauer strikes out the leadoff hitter. So Colin Heckman up to the plate. A single and a double and a 6-4-3 double play today. For Negebauer today, that is now his 60th strikeout of the game, his 60th strikeout of the season, and his 5th strikeout of the game. So 1 away. Here comes the first pitch here. This is going to be swung on a foul ball up and over the fence to the right side, and the 0-1 start off. Negebauer settling on here. Takes the step backwards. Here comes his pitch off the mound. This is going to be a soft grounder. It's just going to go foul on that third base line. Josh Elder, who ditched the catcher's mask to get under that one. So 0-2 here for Heckman. 6-4-3. It was Inhofer to Reeder to Steen. So Negebauer, who will tie his shoelace here. Onto his cleat.
Here we go, Rhino.
0-2 start. After him and McHugh have been battling all game long, both on the mound and both batting. They faced off against a full count. This can be swung on a hard zipper. Goes out of play and into the other baseball field here. And that's going to be for a foul ball. So still an 0-2 count here for the Cobras center fielder. Negebauer getting on ready, and here comes the pitch. This one went. Strike three. So back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan Negebauer since McHugh and Hexley away. Now lucky number 6 there for Negebauer on the day. His second here in the inning.
Number 8.
Good job, Rhino.
Eastman.
Eastman has a fielder's choice and a ground out today. Negebauer takes the step here, releases. This is one a hard ground ball. Reeder, the second baseman, gets there in time. The throw to Steen on first is there. So the quick 1-2-3 there in the inning. That could help the Hardhats here in this game. Get that momentum started flowing back. Get this game back into their hands. And they are still trailing by 2. 4-2 Cobras lead. Going into the bottom of the 5th inning, leadoff hitters are going to be Wyatt Reeder, James Morgan, Dexter Steen. We'll take a short break on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back. Hardhats hitting the bottom of the 5th.
None of that stuff that I needed.
Start the bottom of the 5th. Wyatt Reeder played 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Hardhats having 4 hits in this game. He has 2 of those 4. Excuse me. They have 7 hits. He has 2 of those 7 hits with the Cobras having 6. I was reading.
Number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
So Reeder will do the leadoff privileges here in the 5th for the Hardhats. He's just been so hot here on the bat recently. A good start here for the Hardhats in this inning. McHugh, the first pitch. This one is going to go on that bottom outside corner for ball 1. Reeder doesn't take the chance on that one. There's no need to. The 1-0 count. McHugh here on the next pitch. This one inside is for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Takes a step here outside the box. Takes a deep breath and relaxes. Coach Torrey having a chat to their coach in the dugout. 2-0. McHugh, the pitch comes. This one is up high for ball 3. So 3 pitches in here to Wyatt Reeder. He's got 3 balls and no strikes. Why bother swinging here on this next pitch? Just take it. McHugh, the windup. Release. Down the middle for a strike. So Reeder will take that all day. 3-1 count out. Re-enters the batter's box here. And when he swings, he puts some extra power into it. This next pitch, this one will drop there for strike 2. So full count here for Wyatt Reeder. He started off 3-0, now it's 3-2. Luke McHugh on the mound. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here now. Here comes the pitch. This one is inside. For ball 4, and that's going to be a leadoff walk for Wyatt Reeder.
Comes here number 22, Chase Morgan.
So Jace Morgan, the left fielder, has a single and a sacrifice bunt today, with Reeder taking 4 balls and going to first base. Here comes the first pitch to Jace Morgan, pops this one up. This one is up and over for a foul ball. So 0-1 count. Morgan gets a nice pop up there, going almost a little bit to the right side of me, about 30 feet away from me. So McHugh looking over to Reeder on first base. They're going to try to pick him off, throw the tag. Reeder in safe. First baseman for the Cobras in Galvin, making sure that the umpire saw that the ball was in his glove. And kind of showed that it was still there. The 0-1 pitch comes here to Morgan, and this one drops in down low for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. McHugh getting some dirt there on the mound. Looks across to Reeder on first. Reeder try to pick Reeder off again. This one took a bounce off the dirt into the glove there of Galvin. So Morgan, who's only faced 2 pitches here on this at-bat, it's a 2-2 count for him. 1-1 count. We've seen 2 pickoff attempts to Reeder on first. Here comes this next pitch. This one is off the bat. So he's hit by pitch, the first one here of this game. It puts runners on first and second to the first 2 hitters in the spot of the 5th inning. So here comes Dexter Steen, the first baseman. A walk and a strikeout for him today. And some more balls here will be given to the home plate umpire to stash in the pockets. So Coach Ewing will have a quick chat here with Steen before he comes in to bat. Taking his 3rd AB of the game. Reeder who had the leadoff walk, and then Morgan who just took that pitch to his back. So Steen is ready. McHugh and Wolfel talk there on the mound. So they give McHugh here the thumbs up. No outs, runners on first and second. The 3rd batter here in the inning. Here comes Steen. He's going to place this bunt. It's just going to go foul there on the first base line. Start off 0-1, and we saw the sacrifice bunt from Ben Wolfel in the last inning. Put that one near the first base line, and then Dexter Steen, who was on first base, came in down low, got to pick up the throw to Wyatt Reeder on first, and that advance runner is there. So 0-1 trying to place that bunt off. First and 3rd baseman playing in deep to the grass. Here comes this next pitch. It's going to drop in for strike 2. So Steen, no balls but 2 strikes here.
That one wasn't for you, bud.
Ready here for his 3rd pitch. McHugh, look back over. Reeder taking a little extra step. Here comes the pitch. Swung on a hard ground ball. Picked up the second baseman. The throw to second is there. The throw to first. Off the ground. This one is back and behind him. Here comes Reeder in to score. Hardhats are now making it a 1-run game. So there will be fielder's choice on that.
The ball hard, Tater. Here we go, bud.
Morgan out on second.
Players number 23, Carter Johnson.
Here comes Carter Johnson. So Steen, the only base runner here in this inning. The first pitch that Johnson will see is going to be in for a strike. So an 0-1 start. McHugh leans on over. Steen gets his lead off first base. Here comes the pitch. This one is in for strike 2. The quick throw to first, trying to tag Steen. He won't be out. So Johnson with the
corner's got to be both ways.
And Galvin kind of showing that umpire in field. He had it. Umpire has called every pickoff attempt safe here in this game. Here comes the pitch. This one gets off the arm of Carter Johnson. So the second hit by pitch here in the inning. One to Jace Morgan, one to Tater Johnson. So here comes McCoy Rippett, or excuse me, Kane McLeod.
27 to 29.
So we saw this switch happen in the last game. It was Kane McLeod who started the game at DH, and they put McCoy Rippentrop in later. So Rippentrop here in game 2, and they put McLeod here in. So this will be his first at bat. Runners on first and second. McHugh, the pitch comes. McLeod gets a piece of it. Foul takes it into the glove. That one is in for strike 1.
Stay back, kid. Here we go.
So we're 0-1 here. McHugh starting to lose a little bit of that grip that he had earlier in this game. Here comes the pitch. All base runners go. This one off the chest pass. Hardhats getting somewhere here with this.
Okay, do a job, kid.
Adding
Good
some
job.
more stolen bases here for the team. We haven't still seen a mound visit from the Cobras yet. So here comes this next pitch to McLeod. This one is outside for ball 2 as Wolfel, the catcher, hurling on across to the right side to get that catch there. So 2-1 with 1 out. Q with the ball behind his back. Next pitch comes, puts this ground ball to the third base. It's going to go foul. Close one. Almost didn't get there in time. Third baseman for Burnsville was
almost straddled.
Eastman. He holding on to it because it had enough spin to just turn left. So McLeod will have to return here to the batting box.
Right guy, right spot. Come on, Kane.
2-2 with 1 out. Runners on third and second, and Steen and Johnson. Here comes the pitch. This one is inside near the face for McLeod for ball 3. So 3 balls,
Good battle
2
here, bud.
strikes,
Do
and
a
1
job.
out. Q here with his next pitch, ready in his hand. Here it comes. McLeod takes a swing, this ground ball to the first baseman, and he's going to tag first. Steen to go home, so that's going to be 2 outs there. McLeod gets the ground out to first.
Number 24, Josh Elder.
Here comes Josh Elder. The catcher who had his knee pads on and he threw them off. Getting in place here to the batter's box. Still with Steen on third and Johnson on second. Here the pitch comes. This one is close hitting to the leg of Elder. This one there is for ball 1. So a 1-0 start. Elder trying to find some more grip here with the batting gloves. He re-enters the batter's box, plays in a deep style close to home plate like Steen does. So the nod here. And the cue delivers the pitch. This is swung on a hard hit ball. Into right center side line. Steen comes in the score. Johnson rounding third. So the Hardhats now have the lead. And a 2 RBI double from Josh Elder. And now the Hardhats are up 5-4. So it's Steen and Johnson
Attaboy, Josh. Yeah, Josh. Job, kid.
going all the way to the single. What a moment there. Still.
Go, Dotson, your turn.
Trailing, they were down by 1 before that hit, and he gets a good one there. So here comes Dawson and Hofer. RBI single on a pop-up today. He ready here for his next pitch. We're looking to sails the runner on second. Pitch comes. This one was inside and high for ball 1 to Hofer. McHugh starting to lose some juice here on the mound. As he has let up 3 runs here in this inning and 4 runs in the last 2. And this next pitch comes. It's a ground ball placed here right to the second baseman. The pickup, the throw to first is there. So that's the 3rd out. That is it for the 5th inning. We go to the 6th. Hardhats are now up 5-4 thanks to Josh Elder getting the 2 RBI double to get this in a 1-run lead. So we'll take a look here at the hitters for Burnsville. And it's going to be Adam Parisi, Luke Tassa, and Ben Wolfel. So we'll take another short break here. We have a pitching change. Here comes Skylar Montgomery on the mound for the Hardhats to start the sixth inning. He did his first appearance. So let him get warmed up. Take a short break on Hardhats TV. We'll be back. Start in the sixth inning. So we're ready to go for the sixth inning. A new pitcher here is Skylar Montgomery after Ryan Negebauer, who started this game throwing 6 strikeouts, only allowing 4 runs and 6 hits against them. So Coach Torre will be having a discussion here with the home plate umpire before they get this inning rolling. So Elder had a quick talk here with Skylar. So he is ready here on the mound. And making his first appearance here of this Gopher Classic. So here comes his first pitch. This one is to Reese. This one's going to come inside here for ball 1. So 1-0 start up. Ready for his next offering. Montgomery the pitch. This one is for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Reese having a walk and a single today. Also having 1 run. Montgomery's next pitch. This one is in down low for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. The leadoff hitter, Montgomery, in his first batter faced here. Ready to step here. And this one is inside ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. The leadoff hitter. He also has a single and a walk today. So the runner on first, Dexter Steen, will have 1 foot on the bag and is ready if there is a pickup attempt there. So Tassa, right fielder, coming in as the second batter here in the 6th inning for the Cobras. Montgomery's first pitch, this one is in for a strike. So his first strike thrown here in the game after the 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter, Parisi. Montgomery, another look over the runner on first. Corner of his eye hand delivers this one. This one is popped up up and over the fence and out of play. So 0-2.
Here we go.
Skylar Montgomery, as he ranges some dirt here on the mound for his liking. He is ready at 0-2. Following that foul ball. Montgomery lean over to the runner on first there in Breesy. The left fielder and the right fielder here. The last 2 hitters. Runner taken off to second. He's going to get the runner out. The tag, but he's in safe. So the strikeout to the batter. And now Wolfel will come up a strikeout and a sacrifice bunt today. So he comes on now with a runner on second with 1 out. Montgomery dangles the right arm. Inhofer right behind the runner on second. He's going to back off. Here comes the first pitch. This one up and near the face for ball 1. And Wolfel here, the little small guy. When you compare him to the pitcher in Luke McHugh, there is a big size difference. Throwing that first pitch for a ball. Here comes the second one. This one is down low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes, with 1 out following the strikeout to Luke Tassa on that last at-bat. And then Parisi, who took off to go to second, he was in safe. Hardhats were trying to get that double play. 2-0 pitch. This one up high for ball 3. So the leadoff hitter in Parisi have a 4-pitch walk. Montgomery now facing along here with the catcher here on a 3-0 count. Montgomery, the turn back to home plate, the turn back to second. Here comes his pitch. The drop is in for a strike. First one here at the at-bat. You'll always see that take there from the batters. So the number 9 hitter, so on deck, we go back to the top of the order and Luke Dam. Montgomery. And Hofer is going to cover on second base. So Montgomery will just stand still. He's just going to kick some more dirt here on the mound as he attempts to throw a pickoff to the runner on second. 3-1 with 1 out. Runner inching closer and closer, and Hofer does the same thing. And Hofer will do the same thing again. So with Parisi just great as Montgomery's not looking, he's just getting closer and closer to third. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to be in for strike 2. So 3-1 start, and then last 2 pitches for strikes. You add those together, 32. 1 out. 5-4 lead for the Hardhats here in the 6th inning. Montgomery's pitch comes. Gets him looking. The second out and the second strikeout for Wolfel Amade, and a second for Montgomery as well. 1 swinging and 1 looking. Here comes Luke Dam. He's kind of been one guy that has brought in runners. He has 3 RBIs in the day with 2 singles and a walk and 2 stolen bases, so he's kind of been their big player to watch out for. Montgomery, righty. Pitch comes as Dam's going to put this one here into the ground. It's picked up by Roberts. The scoop, the throw, and a steal. It's going to be the last time we see the Hardhats in this game, because they are the home team, so if they are winning, there's no need for them to bat at the bottom. Some leadoff hitters for the Hardhats here in the next inning are going to be Ian Roberts, Lars Cooper, and Wyatt Greener. Those are the 32 up. There's 62. There's 4 games as well kind of being started for MLB, like Red Sox, Braves, and there's another score over here. Mariners 7, Detroit Tigers 4. Twins continue to battle the Pirates 12-3 at the top of the main. Reds down 6, Cardinals 5 on the battle. Dodgers going up over the Giants 1-0. Second, the Orioles finished 0-0. So Reds just not a shocker around the division on the Pirates side. Orioles just got started. Red Sox as well. Is up 1-0 for the Brewers in the bottom second. So we're still going to see the nuclear here on the as Burnsville thinks that is their guy. Burnsville, they can only hope that they have an inning here where they don't allow any runs, and then they go out there in the next inning and to get hits and runs. Just trailing by 1. It's been a very good game to watch and a close game. I'm glad that you are tuning into Hardhats TV. I know the Wi-Fi isn't great here. So McHugh, settle on in. Bottom of the 6th inning. So Roberts stayed. He's got 2 runouts and RBI single. He made that a 4-3 lead, and then Josh Elder, who made it that 2 RBI double to make it the 5-4 lead.
Number 10, Aiden Roberts.
So here comes Roberts. He steps into the batter's box, ready to see his first pitch. And McHugh will offer. And this one is going to come in close and personal for ball 1. That one coming up high near the face. He didn't want anything to do with it. McHugh, the 1-0 pitch comes. And Roberts gets a piece of it. This one fouls up and over. So 1-1 for Aiden Roberts. So he's now making his 4th at-bat of the game. Next pitch, you'll see this one on the outside for ball 2. 2-1 count, and the Hardhats, they can't lay off anything here. They have to send this thing full throttle. Here comes the pitch. This one, Roberts gets a piece of it. This one into right field. This one is going foul. So 2-2 count. It was so close. And the right fielder for the Cobras, Luke Tassa, who was giving chase. Roberts, who was just rounding first when it was called for a foul ball. So he just kept the jet engines going. So 2-2 here for Roberts. Leading off in the bottom of the 6th for the Hardhats. Gives him the nod. Here comes McHugh's pitch. This one is going back to Roberts for ball 3. So he will see full count. 3-2. McHugh with the nod. Here comes the pitch to Roberts. This one is going to get him in the back. McHugh and Roberts, all he does is just get hit by pitches, and he's going to get one there. The 26th time that he has been hit this year, and a hard bump in the back of the baseball being hit. So here comes Lars Kiefer, as he is 1 for 3 today. A pop fly to right field and lines up to center.
Number 19, Lars Kiefer.
So with Roberts on first, Kiefer the second batter up to bat now. Looking over to the runner on first is McHugh. Here comes his pitch, and Kiefer was trying to place his bump, but Roberts already taking off to second. Stolen base there for Roberts. Kiefer takes that first pitch for a ball. McHugh might be done for him here very soon. After that is his third player that he has hit here in this game. Kiefer's going to place this bunt. It's just going to go foul on the third base line for a 1-1 count. That third baseman there, and number 8, Maverick Eastman, who almost picked it up, not knowing that he wanted to go that for a foul. We saw him do that earlier. He let that one play down and then wait till it went left for the foul. So 1-1.
Here we go.
The first and third baseman still playing in deep with Roberts on second after his leadoff hit by pitch. McHugh delivers. Kiefer places this one. It's going to be popped up. It's caught by McHugh. So that's the first out. So pop up there from Kiefer. This pulls in Wyatt Reeder.
Number 18, Wyatt Reeder.
Reeder 2 singles and a walk today with 1 run. Here's the lefty hitting second baseman. So the first pitch that he will see following Kiefer going 1 for 4 here on the day. Roberts still on second. Here comes the pitch. This one was in close. That one's going to take it for ball 1 to Reeder. Is he just going to lay off on this one? Ready for his next one. McHugh leans on in, gets his call, backs off, looks to the runner on second still. Here comes his next pitch. Reeder, pick down ball, at the first and second base, and Roberts, he's going to come in to score. The throw from right field, gets away from the catcher. Reeder gets his third single of the game. Roberts gets his first run. So now the Hardhats have turned the tables. They're up by 2 now. We're going to see a mound visit here from Burnsville as the throw for the right field came in to the catcher. Took that bounce right out in front of him and over the glove. So Ian McHugh's day could be over. We'll see if they move anyone. Remember, they only have 1 reserve player. So it looks like they're going to move a guy from the outfield. So Ken is 6 runs again. Baseball here is fun to watch. Next pitcher here. We'll pull him from the outfield. It's going to be number 23, Colin Heckman.
Put on the smell good, put on skin. Head into town like a NASCAR winner. Cruising back and forth to the tasting range.
Heckman will get ready to go. Jace Morgan up here next. He'll be on deck. So we'll still see a righty pitch. Get warmed up.
That's all right. Do it all again next
Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time, the Hardhats taking on Bellevue East. 9 a.m. That's just the early game for the Hardhats, and then post 18 minutes after the double header. The late games at 4:30 and 7. Just like what the Hardhats had last night. So, into the warm-up for Heckman. In this game, here comes Jace Morgan. He's got a single, a sack bunt, and a hit by pitch. Wyatt Reader, who drives, and Robertson from second, who got on bases because he took one off the back like a champ. So the first pitch here from Heckman. Just a little marching step on the mound. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to hit him again. So his second hit by pitch of the game. That's back-to-back times as well on his third and fourth at-bat. So puts runners on first and second. Here comes Dexter Steen. He had a walk, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice last time, which was not in the same line. So they threw it to second. Steen got up home or to first, and they had a runner coming at home. So Morgan here, who might need a little more time here to shake this pitch off. He's walking a little bit here on that first base line, so he is good. Steen, his fourth at-bat. So all these players now from Roberts on now make their fourth at-bat of the game. Making sure that Morgan has enough time here to recover from that hit by pitch. So Heckman here, ready for this next one. First one is Steen. This one comes in down low for ball one. And his first pitch that he threw here in the game, he hits a batter. And the Hardhats, they know a thing or two about getting hit with baseballs. So Steen facing the second pitcher on a 1-0 count. He releases. This one is going to be in for a strike. So 1-1 count. Rader on second. And Morgan on first. The first out came to Keeper Pop. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, Hardhats 6, Cobras 4. Here comes the pitch. This one didn't want to go on it, but it was a strike there for strike 2 on Dexter Steen. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for the Hardhats first baseman. Heckman lifts the leg, pitch comes, Steen swung on and missed for strike 3. That's the second time here in this game that he has been struck out. That's the second inning. That's the first strikeout for Heckman on the day. So here comes Carter Johnson. Johnson having a single ground out and a hit by pitch, as well having a stolen base and 2 runs in this game. So with Morgan on first and Reeder on second still. Heckman. Look back to Reeder on second as the second and shortstop there. First pitch that he sees, gets a piece of it, hits the netting and bounces right back in for a foul ball. 0-1 start. So thumbs up given from the home plate umpire back to Heckman. After Johnson became the cloud. Here comes this next pitch. This one outside and a big leap there to get that one that was outside. Was Wolfel. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs is the count. Heckman looking to Reeder at second again. Here comes the pitch. This one inside of Johnson. That's going to be 2-2. So Johnson, on those 2 balls that he has taken, those have been both inside, and then that strike came to the foul ball. Heckman again here. The look down the middle. Getting the call, looking over to the right shoulder to Reeder on second, who went to go take a leap towards third. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to drop in the strike zone for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Heckman still waiting the call here from his catcher. Heckman is going to try to pick off Reeder on second. He never threw it as he just took that look back there. So he will hold on to it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs for Tater Johnson. Here comes the pitch. All runners take off. This is going to be a line drive caught by the third baseman for the third out here. So that does it.
Stay on him, kid. Here we go.
Or foul ball. Pop out. So Johnson sticks to it, the foul ball. Heckman again looking back as Johnson calls a timeout here, giving Heckman some more pressure here. Steps in the batter's box. Runners on first and second still here for the Hardhats. Heckman releases from the mound. Swan on this one into center field. This one is going back towards the wall, and it'll be caught. So that is the third out. We go to the 7th inning. If the Hardhats can pull it off here pitching, they will go 4-0 here in this pool play and most likely move on as they play 5 games. So Skylar Montgomery come up next to pitch. So Reeder was kind of stranded there on the bases for most of that inning. So the 3-2 up for Burnsville. The runners will be John Santelman, A.J. Galvin, and Luke McHugh. I can't remember who they substituted for the center field. Music in the background, pump them up. 6-4 after they were trailing 40-0 in the first inning. And for Santelman, he got 2 strikeouts and an RBI single. That's what that looks like to him. So we get ready here for the 7th inning, the first time the Hardhats in this tournament will go to a 7th inning. So all of the infielders round up together here on the mound.
Burnsville Cobras, number 7, Jonathan Santelman.
Santelman, the shortstop, leadoff hitter in the 7th for Burnsville, the Minnesota team. 2 today, or 2 in this tournament. Waigata and Lakeview South. Doing 0-1. Montgomery here on the next pitch. This one is going to go outside for ball 1. So the 1-1 count here. No outs, the leadoff hitter. Here comes the third pitch for Montgomery. This is going to be swung on. This is a soft ground ball. Aiden Roberts can't pick it up cleanly. That one is just soft enough to be close there. So that's going to be a single for Santelman in the second. This pulls in A.J. Galvin, the first baseman. It was a fielder's choice, a strikeout, and a ground out. So he's kind of been all over the board here. He's the third batter in the lineup for Burnsville. Montgomery allowing his first hit on the day. Montgomery making sure he's got a piece of him in the corner of his eye. This one is popped up. This one is Reeder and Kiefer both in center field. Kiefer makes the catch, so that's the first out. First pitch there, and that comes the first save. So Galvin, pop fly to center field.
Coming up, number 11, Luke McHugh.
So Luke McHugh, who's the starting pitcher in this game, now comes up here to bat. He's ground out, a walk, and a strikeout. 2 more outs here in the Hardhats will get the win. The runner on first following the single from Santelman. Montgomery, the first pitch comes. This is going to be swung, but a foul ball. So a 0-1 start. Montgomery not getting anything soft there down the middle for McHugh to take. McHugh, final preparations here before entering the box. A double play could be in the hands here of the Hardhats with a runner on first and the batter here. They have 1 out. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and high for ball 1. So we saw this kind of happen too on the first AB of this inning. Went 1-1, and then the hit that settled in the soft ground ball for the single. A 1-1 pitch here from Skyler Montgomery. This one is going to be in for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here from Montgomery with McHugh at bat with Heckman on deck. Montgomery, the mean lean stare over the runner on first. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and high again for ball 2. Although the quick pop-up gets the catch and make sure that if the runner was going to take off, he had that can and locked and loaded. 2-2, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. This one's swung and there we go. So McHugh, the second time he struck out today, and 1 out to go. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Skyler Montgomery. Here comes Colin Heckman. Center fielder, a single, a 6-4-3 double play, and a strikeout. First pitch that he sees swings and misses for strike 1. If you think about it, 2 more strikes here for 1 more out, or a simple ground ball or pop fly could do it here to get the win for the Hardhats. The 0-1 start following the swing and the miss from Heckman. Montgomery, the pitch comes. This one is down into the dirt. Runner takes off there to second. So he will get off. That was in for ball 1. A 1-1 with 2 outs. Skyler Montgomery back here on the mound.
I'll ask one thing.
Heckman here ready to go. You've seen off for 1-1 count with the runner on second with 2 outs. And there's a time called here at the last second right before Montgomery was going to deliver that pitch. Heckman just wanted to rethink things one more time over. He is yet again getting settled in here, ready for his next offering. Here it comes. This one is outside. That's going to be for ball 2. 2-1. Hardhats 6, Burnsville 4. Here Burnsville came out with an early 3-0 lead. Here comes Montgomery's. This one is swung. First strike, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Right at him here. Right at him.
Top
Here
of
we
the
go.
7th. 1 more strike and 1 more out away from a big win. And 1 game left in pool play tomorrow morning. So Montgomery here with the pitch. This one is swung on. This is a ground ball. Inhofer gets to it. He can't throw it. So that's going to be a so that puts runners on the corners. And a single there for Heckman. Now this pulls in Maverick Eastman, third baseman. He has a fielder's choice and 2 groundouts today. Elder gives another call sign here to the infielders. We'll have a mound visit here with Coach Ewing on the mound with Skylar Montgomery. After that one was hit, kind of pulled Inhofer out a little bit. If he was going to attempt that throw, it wasn't going to be in time, and they could have had that runner take off from third to come into form to just make this a 1-run lead in favor of the Hardhats. So we'll discuss things over. The runner on third, and John Santelman, and the runner on first now, and Connor Heckman. So Ewing kept it short and sweet. He's back to the dugout. Elder back behind home plate. So Montgomery, 1 more out to go. Montgomery ready to go. Looks down the middle. The righty delivers this pitch. This one is just going to drop, and that one's going to be in for ball 1. So 1-0 start. Montgomery turns and swivels, look down the middle. Runners both taking their leads off the corners. 2 outs. Montgomery, the pitch comes. This one is in for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. On the last at bat, it was a 2-2, and then he had that base hit that sneaks it in hole for the shortstop. Montgomery here looking down. Here comes the pitch. Swung on the miss for strike 2. And they're going to have a rundown here. Steen over to Inhofer from second. Inhofer has the speed and he's in. Final score, those 22 Hardhats, 6. Burnsville Cobras, 4. So the Hardhats have now made themselves a higher chance to make it out of pool play and to advance. So they will have a game at 9 a.m. tomorrow against Bellevue East, 9 Central Time. And that is our only 1 home game. So what do we think of this Burnsville game? I play in the game. 1.5 go with 1 inning. 3 singles. Help the Hardhats get in quickly. And Josh Elder can't forget about him with 2 RBIs. So that's going to do it here on Hardhats TV today. 9 a.m. Central Time. Hardhats TV. We'll see you later. Good night. We'll be back.